What is up, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you guys so much all for tuning in. I'm here with my friend Dan, the man. How's it going?
What it do, my good brother?
I'm so glad we got to meet up and do this. Obviously, hold up. Let me switch over to. Okay, this is my stream here. Let me pull up and get it so that we can get the chat going. Give me 1 second. So yeah, how's it been going, man?
Man, life has been doing it to your boy. Let me tell you,
How
all
so?
the projects, man. These film projects have been the work, but it's part of the grind to get to where you got to get to. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Just got back from a 6-hour drive from Atlanta, filming a super secret project for the MCU.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. I just finished. I was supposed to be spending all day writing future episodes for my episodic series that I want to give to HBO. It's called The Offer, but yeah, it's either here or there. Got some other things in the pipeline, and just been staying busy, bro. Staying busy.
That's awesome. Welcome everybody into the stream. Hi Damien, hi Q Comics, hi Blake, Sam, Capical, Shad the God, Big Chung, Jack, Not Relevant, Iced Coffee, Super Memes, Bethesda 2021, Marvel's Reporter, Enzia, Venomzilla, Jack. I already said hi to Jack. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Thank you, Rabe, for joining. So we've got the chat up and featured here. We're going to let this run as we discuss. So, as my live streams are typically oriented, basically, Daniel and I are going to be discussing the DC FanDome 2021 event, which obviously is coming in just a few months now. I mean, it's already July. It's hard to believe, but we're literally 3 months away from this event now, Dan. And that's obviously really exciting because that means we're getting close to new announcements on the Batman, probably a new trailer. We got to keep in mind that in October of 2021, in 3 months, that's going to be 5 months before the game actually comes out. The movie, rather, the game. The movie comes out. So they're going to be coming hot and heavy with lots of footage. Obviously, one of the great things about DC FanDome is that we get to see things across all verticals of DC in an incredible way. They really save all of their best reveals for this event. So we're going to see Suicide Squad kill the Justice League from Rocksteady. We're going to see a lot from Gotham Knights, which obviously is going to be the big point of emphasis here at this upcoming DC FanDome. And on top of that, we might get more about a DC Rebirth-esque event. And on top of that, we might see, again, more from the DC Extended Universe, from the film side, from the video game side, from even the animated series side, obviously, with Batman The Long Halloween Part 1 dropping earlier this month, The Long Halloween Part 2 coming next month, and obviously, well, actually now at this point in July, and then obviously we're going to be getting more animated movies in the upcoming years that I'm sure we'll hear more about at DC FanDome. So I thought, Dan, we'll probably just go through again for maybe 45 minutes. We will present this almost like a podcast style conversation so that if somebody is unable to join right now, they can rewatch this like a podcast and that sort of thing. So the chat's going to be up. We'll both be reading the chat, Dan and I will, but overall, we're going to be more or less just discussing between ourselves. And of course, as you can see in the bottom right here, if you would like to partake in the Q&A, super chats are greatly appreciated, and that's how we'll be running the Q&A. So if you at any point enjoy the conversation, if you want us to discuss more on something, as I said, we're going to be going through the animated films, we're going to be going through the video games, the live action films, and the comic books. And if you have any question about anything we bring up in particular and want us to discuss it more, we will be happy to do that, and we'll be organizing the Q&A based upon the super chats that are sent in. Super chats help support the stream. I do not place any ad breaks on my stream typically, so obviously super chats are greatly appreciated, and thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. So, Daniel, where shall we begin? I just laid out our topics and categories of what we want to see at DC FanDome and where we want to start this conversation. What are you thinking? Do you want to start with comic books, video games, animated films, live action film? Where do you want to start? I'll let you call the shots as my honorary guest.
My guy,
and by the way, can you plug your shit?
Guys, you can follow me on this here YouTube channel, The Snap Crew. much like my boy Slick Mafia, we do, we talk about all things superheroes or just in daily life. We have guests up there. We go live every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, man, the Snap
Every
Crew.
day?
Look
You
us
go
up.
live every day?
I said every Sunday,
Every
man.
Sunday,
Every
sorry. I was
Sunday.
about to say, damn, you're on the grind. Oh, yeah, guys, and make sure you subscribe to that too, because I'm going to be on that show soon.
Yep.
So probably in the next
Yep.
couple of weeks here, maybe next week. So make sure you subscribe to see my appearance on Daniel's podcast as well. Drop the link.
Oh
Damien's
yeah.
asking to drop the link. Can you put the link in the description, Daniel, whenever you get a chance?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yes.
Great. Okay, so where do you want to start? Not, it doesn't have to be right now, just wherever, whenever.
Sure, sure.
So yeah, what
Let's
topic do you want to start with?
take me to the video games. I got
Video
to know.
games. All right.
I
Okay.
wants to know the dealy dally with this elite Superman game, bro.
So
Yes.
yeah, I mean, for those of you unaware, I just did a video on it. It's my it's doing really, really well. So people are really interested in the video. Dan and I were just discussing how interested people are in the Superman video game. And fundamentally, what happened is this leaker. His name is James Sigfield, and he leaked the Gotham Knights game, and additionally leaked the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game, and or at least knew what it was before it dropped. And essentially, he is now saying that the forthcoming WB Games Montreal game, because remember, they're developing two games. They're not just making one. So their first game, obviously, is Gotham Knights, and then their second game is basically a Superman game, according to James Sigfield. So by no means is it confirmed, but it is possible we will see something at DC FanDome there. Additionally, Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, Rocksteady's game, the developer of the Batman Arkham series, they are developing a game called Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, and this game is fundamentally a Suicide Squad-centric game where you do face off against evil Superman, so it's pretty cool. Finally, Gotham Knights obviously is the closest to release. It is it was supposed to come out this year around the time that DC FanDome is happening. So fundamentally, I think that we'll see the most from Gotham Knights at the event more broadly. And personally, I'm curious to get your thoughts. But out of those four games, I'm personally most excited to see Gotham Knights.
Oh yeah, that Gotham Knights, man, is gonna change the culture, man. I'm telling you. Listen to me.
And with Gotham Knights, it's on the horizon. Obviously, it is the closest to being released, and I think that with Gotham Knights in particular, I'm most excited to see some gameplay, because we saw some gameplay about a year ago in August of 2020. The game was delayed, but really, I think that we're quite close to getting more gameplay from DC FanDome, and there I would like to see some co-op gameplay, some more of that. I'd like to see some more boss fights. Obviously, we saw the Mr. Freeze boss fight. I thought it was okay, not great. So I'd like to see more boss fights to get an idea of that. And most importantly, I want to see a cinematic CGI trailer in addition to the gameplay. So much like they did at DC FanDome in 2020, they had a CGI trailer. We really need to learn what the plot of the game is. We have this tease of the Court of Owls, but we haven't seen any real character or story beats. We haven't seen Gordon. We haven't seen Alfred. We haven't really seen anybody yet. So we need to see more from the game, and also on the gameplay front, I'm excited to see what they do there with some dual play missions and boss fights.
Okay. All that's good and dandy, bro. But I tell you what I need. I need more focus on the Bat family. For reals, like Batgirl, Robin, and Nightwing, and Jason Todd is all good, but I need more. I need my Batwing. I need my Batwomans. I need my Azrael. Where are my people?
Well, I mean, you're getting it in this game, but not Azrael, not Batwoman. But here's the thing: we all know that it's going to be DLC. With those characters, right? So yeah.
Man, DLC take how long to drop, bro? Granted, the
6
game
months.
gonna be 6 months. Oh
Probably.
God. Okay, well, what if this game ain't really standing up to folks' likings like that though? That's 6 months worth of waiting for some DLC.
And like you said, if the game flops, it's not going to get DLC. Like look what's happening with Marvel's Avengers. How I mean, they're kind of doing DLC for it, but I mean, they're going to stop soon because the game lost so much money. They're just going to cut their ties and
About
move
to
on,
say
you know?
they need to go on and just focus on that Guardians of the Galaxy. But that's Marvel. This is a DC conversation.
You're right. You're right. Sorry.
All right. But yeah, man. I needs that. I got to figure. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. More gameplay for sure. Give me just I need a day and night cycle, man. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to be like playing as them is fine, but I don't want to do that. Like we got that in Arkham City for real. I need an authentic Gotham like open world. You know what I'm saying? I would since what Robin Nightwing he cool with Cyborg and them from Teen Titans, right?
Right.
Or whichever. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and see what Bumblebee or Aqualad is talking about. Like, let's talk to some people they know. Maybe you can see other heroes in the game type stuff. Building. You know what I'm digging at?
Dude, that would be sick. You make a great point that including Aqualad, like imagine Aqualad being a playable character and imagine this game expanding beyond Gotham Knights and moving into like a 15 character roster for free
Yes.
roam and everything after. That would be really fun. I don't know that they would go with Aqualad, but I do think they might go with some edgy picks like, for instance, Man-Bat, perhaps, or Clayface, who, of course, in Detective Comics is an ally of the Bat Family. You know, obviously, Arkham City is one of the most well-known and famous takes on Clayface, where he's a villain. But in much of the comics, he is not a villain. So that'd be interesting to see, obviously.
Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, dude, I would love to see some more Bat Family characters in a larger playable roster. I do think that this game, there are some things about it that remind me of Marvel's Avengers, but I think they have seen how big of a disaster Marvel's Avengers was, and now they know to adjust and what to avoid. I think
Hopefully.
so that's
Agreed.
going to serve them very well, I think.
Right. No, I mean that's the hope, right? We don't want Marvel's Avengers to ever be repeated against the light of day in this year time frame. You know
So
what I mean?
so you didn't like
We-
it either, Marvel's Avengers?
Bro, it's collecting dust right now. Like, no, that I can't. Can't do it. Cannot do it.
And what did you not like about it?
Honestly, the just the gameplay, bro. Like, I won't feel it at all.
It's so
You
boring and
know?
bland, you know?
It's weak sauce, and they know it. Like, call it for what it is, man.
Yeah. No, you're right. And what'd you think of the story on it?
I mean, I ain't even. How about I only made it through to when that girl was on the rooftop trying to get them folk back together. I ain't make it past that.
I didn't either.
Bro,
I
I
made it
got
like a third in. I don't even know what happened in the game.
dang. See, and Black Panther look hard. Like it looks like they're actually trying to do
Yeah.
good Black Panther,
Yeah.
but I can't do it, man. I need them. I need somebody else to make an open world Marvel game. But there we go again, talking about Marvel.
We're going back.
DC.
Pulling back. Okay. So yeah, Gotham Knights, what are you the most excited, like if you could create your dream of what they reveal at DC FanDome, what would they show? On the Gotham
First,
Knights front.
dang. Okay, because I was about to go in, but for Gotham Knights, just give me more. Like I want an hour of gameplay footage by one of the actors in the show. That's what I want to see. I want to see what the story actually is. I want to see more of Talon, who is probably Bruce, but that's just what folk are saying because they don't want to believe that Batman is dead. So, we got Alfred. I definitely want to see Alfred,
Yep.
do my boy talking about. Yeah, and I need. Oh yeah, I was going somewhere with that. Secret identity, free roam during the day. What these people go through in their everyday lives during the day ski is what I need to see. Okay, I don't want to just beat up people all day at night. I
Right.
need more than that. More. God damn it. Sorry for the word.
No, you're good. I
But
completely agree with you though that that's what the Arkham games have lacked, and one thing that Spider-Man PS4 did so well is like you feel like you're really living the life of that character that you're playing, versus in
right,
Batman Arkham it is, it's more actiony. It's like action adventure game more.
yeah, yeah,
So I would love to see more. Like how in GTA they did a really good job of switching between the POVs, and they would have some missions where, like
yes,
you would just do like yoga with your wife and shit, just like weird shit like that. But it added that personal touch to it where you really felt like you were connected with the characters.
that's what we need exactly, bro, exactly stuff like that. Um, and I really hope this leads like into build your own type of a superhero game set within the DC universe, specifically a Justice League Unlimited open world type of DC game. Like that for years. I needs it, and I needs it right now.
Well, Superman might actually kind of be that. If WB Games Montreal is working on a Superman game, which,
Yeah,
by the way, do you feel like they're probably going to reveal their second game at DC FanDome?
honestly, they should. I mean,
They
honestly,
should.
why not? The mere fact that they're even greenlighting this thing, the second DC fandom, why wouldn't they go all in on it? Like, bro, here's what they're gonna do. They're gonna go ahead and expand on everything that they did last year. So we're gonna see more Batman, more Suicide Squad, more Harley Quinn for show. And but I really think they are going to do a big emphasis on things that was not really spoken on, like the films that were announced but forgotten: Nightwing, Hourman, Blue Beetle, Batwoman, you know, stuff like that.
In terms of, you think animated movies and maybe
No,
film?
the live action films, bro. I just
Oh.
named all the canceled live action, not canceled, but the ones that was announced but never really heard from again.
Oh, even Batgirl and Nightwing too. They announced those. So you
Yes.
know what? You know what? You make a great point, because think about this too: is that the last DC FanDome we didn't have HBO Max. So
Right, right.
now, what the trend is in the industry, as you know, is that fundamentally what happened in the entertainment industry is that Netflix came in and basically destroyed cable, because instead of paying a huge cable bill of like $200 a month, and that cable bill is then divvied up into all these publishing companies that you may or may not watch, and you get all these channels, like 100 channels that are included, whether you want them or not. You have to pay for them, right? So then insert
Yeah.
Netflix, where you can just browse on Netflix, watch whatever movies you want, skip whatever you want, and pay $8 a month back in the day. So what happened was Netflix was making boatloads of money and everybody was canceling cable. And when people cancel cable, HBO / Warner Brothers, which owns HBO, Disney, NBC, ABC, all of these guys, they get less money when every cable package, they get a payout from every cable package that's sold. So then they started freaking out when everybody was canceling cable and buying Netflix. So then what they're saying is, oh, we need to have our own Netflix. So now Disney Plus, insert HBO Max, insert
Hmm.
even Paramount has their own Peacock or whatever. Oh, that's NBC, and then you have like Viacom Plus, which is doing the iCarly reboot and all this shit. So everybody's trying to get their hands in and try to be like the next Netflix. And so now everybody has to pay $10 a month to all these companies: Warner Brothers, NBC, ABC, CBS, Disney, Discovery rather, if you like, reality TV and shit like that. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so Warner Brothers, like you said, I'm going somewhere with this. I know I'm rambling, but with Warner Brothers, they're trying to invest in their version of Netflix, which is a HBO Max, and we've already seen them investing more and launching some movies that might even release exclusively on HBO Max. That's the discussion around the Batgirl movie, is that it might be only on HBO Max, which would be fine with
Yeah,
me. I
yeah.
don't care where it is.
Well, they said some. Cause my boy Static Shock's supposed to be getting some love too. That Michael
Yep.
B. Jordan. But the thing is, though, it's my Static is in a bit of a weird situation, right? Because Milestone Media just got brought back, and there's really a big emphasis on them expanding Static's roster in that whole world. And
Right.
I'm not entirely sure if Static is going to be a DC character now. I think Milestone is really going to make their own Milestone cinematic universe, bro.
You think?
Courtesy of Michael B. Jordan, absolutely, because more black superheroes is a must, especially for Milestone Media. Yeah.
Right, and the other thing that's in a weird spot with that is that Static Shock has a TV show right now, and typically
Yeah,
they're very weird about uh, having a TV show and a movie. Like whenever
right.
Batman has a movie, they never let him do a TV show, and vice versa. Same thing with Superman. So they're super weird about only having one on-screen iteration. Obviously,
Wait,
that was changed with the Flash. They let the rules slide, but typically Warner Brothers is weird about that. But with that
wait, you're
being
not.
said, I would love to
You're
see a
not.
live action film, and I think that's what they're doing, right?
Yeah, I hope you're not confusing him with Black Lightning though.
Oh yeah, right.
Golly, yes. How about to say Static Shock been canceled since 2006? The
Oh
cartoon,
fuck, I
bro.
forgot that he had a show, dude. Have you ever seen the old Birds of Prey show?
The
The one
one
from
with
2003.
God, yeah, didn't I think they brought one of those actors back for the CW Crisis
That's
event?
right.
Mm, mm.
Crazy. Um,
That's yeah, nah, man. And also, what's his name? Tom Welling is doing something with Smallville in an animated format. I don't know if you heard about
oh,
that.
yeah,
Like an animated
right.
continuation, yeah. Dude, so speaking of animation now,
Yes.
there is a huge emphasis on Bruce Timm's, J.J. Abrams,
Oh
Matt Reeves'
God, I
new
know.
Batman, the Cape Crusade, bro. So with okay, so like if they're essentially because what I'm getting from this is they're like resetting the DC animated universe. Um, because I saw a show, I think it was at a GalaxyCon or WonderCon or something, where the original Wonder Woman, she kind of gave up on the fact that the Justice League DC animated universe will ever return in show format, but she's down to return like a movie. However, if that cast is done playing these roles and they're trying to make new people do it, do you think they're gonna bring back like Jensen Ackles to be the Batman of the Bruce Timm show, or is this gonna be what's his name that's voicing him in this Gotham Knights game?
I doubt it'll be the guy who's voicing him in Gotham Knights. I think what it probably will be is the guy who just voiced him in The Long Halloween, which was the guy who played Red Hood in Under the Red Hood, is now
Yeah,
playing
Jensen
Batman.
Ackles.
Yeah, right. So I think that he will probably be Batman. Probably. Because
So
Kevin
so
Conroy seems like he's on the way out. I don't know. He's probably going to have one more shebang and then retire.
Well, that's the thing. That's the very interesting thing about it. Like, you got my home. So that essentially leaves us with two new Batmans. One Batman for the video game, assuming that there's a whole bunch of convoluted mess. It might as well just be, you know, Gotham Knights dude and the Jensen Ackles guy.
Right.
But for animation in the games, because they're not gonna have just one singular Batman. It's gonna be multiple Batman for sure.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, it's crazy that we're now seeing animated films without Kevin Conroy, with the voice actor from Under the Red Hood playing
Hmm.
Batman in the most recent Long Halloween film. What are your thoughts on Kevin Conroy seemingly sort of being on the way out as Batman, with maybe one final performance coming? We thought that would be The Killing Joke. He's since played the role since that, but yeah, I mean, it's just kind of
Well,
crazy.
I
It's like
don't
an end of
think
an era.
Dude, so the thing with that is, I really don't think Kevin is going to be done per se until the day he's gone from this earth. I think they're going to find a way to keep that old cast around to pay homage to them. Like maybe Kevin will return as the voice of his dad or something in a flashback in the show, or they're going to find a way to pay homage to that cast for sure.
That makes sense. That wouldn't
Yeah,
surprise me. But if he plays Thomas Wayne, he's done being Batman. I'm saying like when he's done playing Batman, not that he might even play Bruce Wayne in like a Flashpoint situation in
yeah,
the film. That would be cool if in Flashpoint, Kevin Conroy
yeah.
shows up as old Bruce Wayne. That would be
Wait,
sick.
so you think we're getting another Flashpoint? Because the old DC animated universe already started off with that
Well,
movie,
now
actually.
I'm switching to live action now with the Flash
Oh,
film.
dude,
I'm
live
switching back
action.
and forth.
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely be clear on that because for live action, I'll tell you right now, we are not getting Thomas Wayne. if anything, it will be Jeffrey. It should be Jeffrey Dean Morgan for real because they're keeping Ben Affleck. However, yeah, that's why they bring back Michael Keaton to do Batman Beyond. Hopefully.
So you're saying you don't think that they would include Kevin Conroy as Thomas Wayne in Flashpoint in the Flashpoint DC film?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
I just don't see it, bro. Like, I mean, I
But I'm sure
don't think
everybody
that's
said that
something that.
before he appeared in the CW universe
But I mean,
as the old Bruce Wayne.
yeah, except he was Bruce, and he was a meth version of Bruce. I
Yeah,
mean, I
no, I'm
think
not saying he's going to be Batman, but he's going to be old Bruce Wayne, like 80-year-old Bruce Wayne, like in Batman Beyond.
if you're so, what's the deal with Michael Keaton then?
Well, Michael Keaton will be in it, but there's going to be there will also be maybe Ben Affleck or maybe other Batman. Who knows? Who knows?
Now, oh, okay. So that makes more sense. If you're saying we're going to get like a bunch of Batman as Flash is going through the multiverse, then heck yeah. I can see Kevin playing the older, more, yeah, that's actually pretty dope. For
That will
real.
be
Now,
sick, dude.
yeah, no, I'm not against it. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't, because right now they're really making it seem like I'm just going off of what I've been hearing in regards to Michael Keaton possibly playing a Nick Fury type of role with his Batman. But if they
Right.
are going to, and if you know what I'm saying, Christian Bale might come back, so it's possible. If it is extremely possible, like I think for this Flashpoint movie, they're actually going to do more, like what they didn't do in the CW Crisis. They might actually bring back everyone that didn't get their shine in.
Right. Right. So on the DC Films front as well, what else are you excited to see? So they're going to have more of these small, like B and C list films that will be on HBO Max. I think they're going to make a big play onto HBO Max and really expand their content lineup on that platform. So I think we can
Okay.
expect to see quite a lot there. So what films would you like to see announced? If it's given that they're probably going to be announcing several.
Oh boy, I need the Teen Titans Young Justice film.
That live
That got
action, yeah, that'd
yes,
be awesome.
yes. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. I'm gonna need them to really be clear on my boy Superman. This J.J. Abrams new iteration of Superman. Figure out what's going on there. I need to get some more info on my boy Martian Manhunter. Need that. Need a new Justice League lineup film. That's what I need. A live action, just reiterate. Like I want them. No, I want them to be clear on what they're doing going forward. Like, is Flash gonna be the Flashpoint that will set everything set in stone, or are we just gonna keep being confused for years until the day me and you have grandchildren? Like, what is going on?
You mean with the continuity of the DC
Yes,
cinematic
and
universe? Yeah.
yeah, I can't take it no more.
Well, I mean, I think their play is that it's whatever you want it to be, because the Snyder Cut people say the Snyder Cut's canon, the Justice League is out, and
Yeah.
WB says the opposite. WB says Justice League is real Justice League, and then Zack Snyder's is fake, which is, in my opinion, the
That's
flip. But it they make the rules. They own the properties. I think we
oh
can
yeah,
we can
nah.
just come up in our mind and pretend it's something else. But
Because clearly, like if you actually do want to watch these things in order, there is a as it stands, like these films do matter to a degree. Like think of them as the X-Men movies, right? Or if you ever want to watch those Fox movies again, you can't have Days of Future Past without X-Men 1 through 3. So if we get this new and bright universe that will hopefully lead into something great, right?
right,
You would have to go through Zack Snyder. Now, me personally, I'm gonna watch the Snyder cut of Batman v Superman, the Snyder cut of Justice League, and the eventual Ayer cut of Suicide Squad, and every movie that's connected with them. You know, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, all of that is Zack Snyder's stuff. However, everything else though, like Shazam's, the Suicide Squad, Batman, the Robert Pattinson, all that is going to be in the same Earth 2 created after Flashpoint. That's what I'm going with because yeah, yeah, man, yeah.
can you imagine if they announce the air cut of Suicide Squad at FanDome?
That
They're
would
not
be
gonna
a
do it. No
huge
balls. They won't do it.
man. No balls. Because look,
No.
they hold on now. They did announce that the last DC FanDome, it was announced about Zack Snyder's league, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
No buts, no things. That's it. Cut the check. Give me my money. That's it.
You think they're gonna do it?
I know it.
Okay. All right.
And if I'm wrong, do not
Either subscribe,
please edit
donate, or
it
get the
out this
fuck
part
out.
of the stream.
Edit it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Cut this whole part. I don't need smoke coming after me. No, sir. No,
Oh
thank
no, I feel you on that. Hey, Greg,
Yeah.
thank you for the $4 donation. Thoughts on the Greg Popverse getting canceled? It's tragic. It really is, Greg. You're welcome. I just put you to the front. Didn't want to save you for the Q&A. First super chat of the night. Thank you, Greg.
Oh,
So
hey.
basically, Greg Pop is writing a number of basically scripts for the Arkhamverse. He's doing like like an Arkham Origins trilogy and all these other things. Like he's
guy in
writing
your
it. Greg
chat?
Pop, who just donated the $4.
What's up, Greg? Also, there's this other person, Jack Frown. Hey, man. Sorry I missed your chat, bro.
Oh,
But
okay, man.
go ahead, Greg Pop. What'd you say?
Oh, he just said thoughts on the Greg Popverse getting canceled. He's mostly trolling. He's no,
Oh, yeah,
not
no.
really, but mostly.
Wait, so is this like a fan short film thing that he's
Kinda.
doing?
It's not a short film. It's like a script.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
By the way, guys, if you want to support the stream, we have a membership goal here in the bottom. You can see if you want to become a member, it's literally $2 a month. That's it. And you get exclusive badges and emojis in the chat. It's a great way to support the stream if you can spare the $2. And if not, you can even super chat $1. Anything to help, just to throw anything in the tip jar for us putting on the show for you today. I'd greatly appreciate it. If not, super chats are always appreciated but never expected. So if not, that is okay too. I hope you're still enjoying the stream. So anything else on the film front, the live action front?
Yeah, there's like loads more. Where's Blue Beetle at?
Dude, we need Blue Beetle.
I need him, and I need him right now. Like, yo, what, bro? There's so much. Hold on, bro.
Dude, you know what else would be cool? Like they could do like a Deadshot movie. That would be sick. Get Will Smith back and do a Deadshot. So
that's another thing.
Well, even now
How
they
would
have
you-
Idris Elba. You know, either one. I wouldn't care if it's either one of them to do a Deadshot solo movie. That would be sick.
So Idris Elba is actually Bloodsport, and Will Smith is the actual factual Floyd Lawton Deadshot. However, my personal theory is that Idris Elba and his daughter are secretly playing Martian Manhunter and Miss Martian.
Oh,
that's my hope. My
personal,
to reintroduce Martian Manhunter, but that in the new universe. But that's just me. Not saying they will do it, but I hope they do.
Okay, I see that. That could work.
So, dude, we really got to talk about the Green Lantern Corps movie that's supposedly still in development, not to be confused with the actual show. But yeah, the Green Lantern Corps movie, a Supergirl movie, and also this Constantine Justice League Dark universe that J.J. Abrams is doing. Plus, they're actually making a sequel to Keanu Reeves' Constantine. So, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, there's going to be a lot. Like on the film front, there's going to be so much shit. And again, I really just want to see some of these, like, my biggest critique of superhero films is that it's always like Batman, Superman, now I guess Wonder Woman, and then it's like more Superman, more Batman, more Superman, more Batman, and that's great. I still want that to continue at that rate with the same number of Superman and Batman films. So don't get me wrong, I'm not disparaging that. But the problem is, in the last 40 years, we haven't gotten any other good superhero films intermixed in that. Obviously, we had Ben Affleck's film from 2003.
Right.
We have a Punisher movie that wasn't very good from the early 2000s. We got a Supergirl movie in the 80s that was terrible. We've gotten...
Isn't Punisher Marvel?
What'd you say?
You keep melding Marvel and DC, bro. Punisher ain't no DC character.
I'm not talking about just DC. I'm talking about superhero films more broadly.
Oh,
I'm just talking
oh,
about yeah. I'm just talking about the superhero film
in
industry.
general, yeah,
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 and
okay.
so, but obviously DC has a longer legacy of publishing solo films with like Batman and
Uh,
Superman for decades, whereas Marvel doesn't. But it just goes to the point that we really need better like films with B and C list characters, like Batgirl, like Blue Beetle, like uh, Static Shock, like
like Vigilante, like
sure,
Shining Knight,
sure,
like Plastic Man, like
sure,
the Atom Smasher. Well, he's gonna be in Black Adam, but still,
right. Teen
you know,
Titans,
oh
Birds
man,
of
young,
Prey, Young Justice,
yes,
sort of thing. Yeah.
yes, yes. You feel me? Like basically all the characters. Captain Atom. When is my boy Captain Atom gonna get some love, man? You know,
Yeah, I feel that.
DC has a plethora of heroes and villains. Well, no, I feel like they actually treat their villains with way more respect than their unknown heroes because there are so many heroes that DC has not been using, and it sucks. Like I need it, and I need it right now.
I feel that. I feel that.
Someone said Atom Smash is from Cyberpunk. What do you? Did Cyberpunk ever get released? Didn't
Cyberpunk
that get like
2077?
yeah, because I haven't played it ever since I heard it got canceled.
Yeah, no, it came out.
Oh, it did? Oh, okay, I gotta get that.
It got really bad reviews because the graphics weren't good in it. And there were like a bunch of glitches and issues.
Dang, Keanu Reeves didn't save that game? Dang.
I know. Tragic.
Yo,
Dude,
M
and then Zach,
Enterprises.
my friend Zach just comes in here, drops Marvel greater than sign.
Oh, he's asking
He
for
is
all the
he's
spoilers.
he is out for blood, dude. That's crazy.
I'm telling savage. The disrespect is real around here.
Okay, well, I think we've covered what we wanted to say on the film side. Let's hop over again. We discussed video games too. Anything else? Okay, maybe like if you could pick one game that would get announced, a DC game besides obviously what we discussed, like Suicide Squad and that sort of thing. Um,
Hmm.
what would you like to see?
Like, I do no cap. I mean, I know you think Superman might be it, but I really want to create your own superhero games, open world set in the DC universe. Like, we need that
So basically, DC Universe Online.
in a way, but like better,
Well,
like
yeah, I
for
mean, it's
console.
10 years later, so the graphics would
You
be a
feel
lot
me?
better, gameplay would be a lot better. Because that
And
game was
um,
lacking in that department. Like, the graphics and
exactly.
gameplay wasn't great,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
Or just, or just, and if we can't get that, just give me a Justice League game. Honestly, an open world Justice League game, I'll be sufficient with that too.
Yeah, totally.
Or if not Justice League, a Young Justice. Any of those three, I'm good.
Totally. I feel that. I feel that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Let's hop over to the comic side now and discuss that. So comics is obviously really interesting on the DC side. In 2011, we had the New 52 launch, which completely transformed the DC universe on the comic side. And then in 2016, it was with DC Rebirth, it was kind of like the New 52, not quite as severe in terms of the things that were changed in it, but it was kind of a
Hmm.
soft reboot. And basically the whole the feedback from the New 52 is that the characters were too dark and grim, kind of falling in line with the DC EU, and people wanted more positive, happy, and like their typical DC characters that they know and love from the comic books from the
Right.
90s and the golden era, well, probably more the silver era, etc. And
Yeah.
so 2011, 2016, you notice every 5 years, 2011 plus 5, 2016, 2016 plus 5, that would be 2021. So what I'm
Mm.
thinking is that we are right on pace, right around a big, huge landmark event. And the comics
You think
industry is
so?
really interesting because I do think so. And the comics industry is really interesting because they make most of their money when they reboot, right? So like when they create big hype around like Rebirth, it's new, like we're starting from scratch all over, and then everything gets a number one issue, right? It's like Batman number one, Wonder Woman number one, Supergirl number one. Everything starts
Yeah.
from square one. That's when everybody buys because let's face it, when you go to a comic book store and it's like Teen Titans number 127. You're like, holy fuck, I missed 126 of these. Like, am I just gonna start reading at number 127? The answer is yes.
Right.
That's how comics are designed, so that you can just get back into it. But it's kind of like starting on season 8 of a TV show, though. Like, you've missed a lot by that point. So that's why whenever they restart from issue 1 onward, that's why they see so much success. So I really do think that we might be due for a rebirth type event here.
Well, so the thing with that is, I thought we were getting like just a whole lot of stuff after that whole, because I'm like super behind on DC Comics, so forgive me, but the Watchmen crossover was
Oh,
the
right,
last
right.
DC Comics,
Yeah.
and didn't like Manhattan open up a whole multiverse of like DC comic universes for us to go to or something?
Right.
And that's what I thought, that DC would tap into all those universes going forward with their stuff. Like, I heard they brought back the '80s and all that.
Right. I mean, it certainly gives them a lot of creative freedom and liberty to do whatever they want on the comic side. So I think that's why they pursued that, which makes sense, honestly. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
opposed to that by any means.
Right. Dude, so I've been trying to give you guys a link to my channel for the longest, but it's being a dingus right now. If you just look up the Snap Crew, though,
The Snap Crew.
yeah, the Snap Crew. I tell you what, one of our popular videos is the Snap Crew, Alan Dean Foster. Yeah, or no, I'm not gonna have you type all that. The Snap Crew, you'll see my face if you just look it up. The Snap Crew.
There you go.
You know.
Cool.
Yeah, man. Ooh, chat's going up. What's going on?
Yeah, dude, the chat is bumping.
Yeah, it's just lit. Everyone's having a good time.
Yeah, we can switch over and just read the chat and like read comments and that sort of thing. Let me get a drink. So give me like 20 seconds. I'll be right back.
Go ahead,
Or you can
Viperman.
just start. See if there's any good comments in the chat.
Yeah. Viperman says there's already Young Justice, but I'm gonna put him on game. We want a Young Justice game that's good, Viperman. Someone said something about Wolf Among Us that I've been waiting forever for season 2. Someone said X Hango. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. DC just rebooted again with the Future State. Too true. One thing I want to see at FanDome is more footage of Gotham Knights. Yep, we went over that. Oh my God, Big Chung is being dirty, bro.
What's up, Big Chunk?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Dude, I had to. What's up, Akshay? Welcome, bro. Hi, Frogman. Hi, Tyler. Hi, Xhango.
Dude,
Hi, Angels.
we totally skipped over animation.
We skipped over what? Animation?
Yeah, we didn't talk about Young Justice season 4.
Dude, Young Justice. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh, Batman Telltale season 3 Angels. Dude, that would be sick.
Are we ever? Is that a thing? Are we getting Telltale season?
Maybe. I think they're definitely prioritizing Wolf Among Us right now.
Oh, if they are, then Batman can sit down. I need Wolf Among Us right now.
Dude, that would be. I can't wait. What have we been waiting now? Almost a decade for part 2? 2013?
At least
2013, yeah, almost a decade.
Now, for me, it's only been like a year because I didn't start playing it until 2020.
And it's so good, isn't it, dude?
Oh my, I was hooked.
Yep.
And that's why now I see why folk are so eager for a second season, because that cliffhanger, like they shouldn't have done this like that.
I know, and then just abandoned it, went bankrupt, dude. Savage.
Feel me? So, only thing is, if I'm curious to see how, because it's an actual comic called The Wolf Fables.
Yeah, under Vertigo, which is owned by DC.
Which is incredible. So,
yes, sir.
Crossover time, yeah.
MBM Angels, they still have the rights to Batman? I didn't know that. That is fascinating.
Wait,
Xango, Telltale is not out of business, Xango. They are back up and running.
Lady Play says, I think they're building a DC gaming universe with Gotham Knights and the Superman. Yes, please.
Well, and the thing with the Superman game is it's probably going to involve all the Superman family. So it'll involve like Crypto and Supergirl and Superwoman and
Dude,
all that sort of thing.
how amazing would it be if this open world Superman game lets you travel to space and go to the Watchtower or travel to Central City?
That would be sick.
Like,
And you think about it too
dude,
in Gotham Knights, Robin uses the Justice League satellites to teleport. That's like his main ability is teleportation. So
hmm
so in this universe, if there's a Justice League game or if there is a Teen Titans game, it probably will involve like the Watchtower and like teleportation and shit like that.
you said won't or will?
It will. It'll involve like the Justice Tower and all that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, most definitely.
So that would be sick.
So, what I really enjoyed about Young Justice season 2 and 3 was that the theme was, bro, like the sidekicks and stuff. Like the younger heroes would always find more younger heroes, and then those younger heroes would take the place of the mentor roles and look for more younger heroes, like the passing down the generation type of thing. So,
Right.
if anything, like in the DC animated universe, there's like this big, huge gap between the Justice League and the Legion of Superheroes. I would like to see, you know, a game where kind of tying it back into the create your own superhero game, but really filling that gap between Batman Beyond because it's not an alternate universe. Batman Beyond, from my knowledge, is established canon in DC lore to the main universe. So, like, what if you could visit these other unknown heroes that we haven't seen yet?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I do.
In a game.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. I
Nobody loves.
huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh
No,
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 you
no,
know,
no, no.
I for one would I would love to see more from all of that. And I think that going more macro here, I think that this DC fandom has the potential to be the best one. Obviously,
Yes.
there's only
Like,
been one other, but with the first one, they were trying to find their
their
stride a little
footing.
bit, and I think that now that they're doing this as a yearly thing, and like I said, I really don't mean to overstate it, but I think the biggest difference between DC fandom 2021 and DC fandom of 2020 is that we have HBO Max now, so they are in desperate need of more content on that platform. They're
Exactly.
investing into it like crazy, just like Disney is with Loki and WandaVision. WB
hmm
is a little bit behind because Disney Plus started before HBO Max, but now that HBO Max is up and running, they're on that same path of they're going to really rev up their TV shows. And here's the great thing.
Right.
I don't mean to speak negatively of the CW, but the problem with the CW is the budget just was never high enough for those shows. Like it's really, really hard to do Supergirl or The Flash on like a shoestring budget, right? The great
hmm
thing about HBO Max is they just have boatloads of money compared to the CW.
You feel
Um,
me? And
yeah,
it's really criminal that they're not taking advantage of. I mean, I can respect them for wanting to do it. Like, what I'm trying to get at is their live action shared universe just isn't a thing, bro. So they just want to make things like make movies. I can see that, but people want interconnected stories. That's the thing now, like whatever's on HBO Max has to connect to the movies for some people. For me, I'm sufficient with either. I would prefer if it was connected, but it's not something that I desperately need. Like if we, what my point is, if we were to get stories like, for example, they're doing Static Shock, right?
right,
Um, or even not. We'll take Batgirl for example. Um, yeah, there. No, Blue Beetle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll use him.
sure.
If they want to make like a Blue Beetle HBO Max show, or I know it's a movie, but just bear with me. If they want to make a Blue Beetle show and have it not connected to the new DCEU after Flashpoint, that's fine because at least this guy's story is getting told. It may not be in the main shit, but his story is getting told, you know because like that will solve our complaints from earlier about unknown heroes not getting the love that they deserve, like my boy Captain Atom or Vigilante or Shining Knight.
Well, I mean, obviously, all of this, I think you make a great point. And fundamentally, these television shows and movies and games and all of that are based off of the comic books. And in the comic
Mm,
books, you have characters jumping in and out of each other's stories all of the time. So Exango just wrote, "I don't want connected stories. I want good stories." But I think that both can coexist at the same time, and we've seen this in the comics repeatedly. Is that
Right.
you have, let's say you're in the Batgirl comic book. Well, in volume 4 of Gail Simone's New 52 run, the Joker shows up, and then Batman's in there from a little bit, and you have other characters drop in and out. Nightwing. And basically, Nightwing at that same time, he has his own book, but then he drops into the Batgirl book, and there's sort of that cross collaboration there. So I think that they should approach it like they do with comics, frankly, where the characters collaborate and cross collaborate with one another. They've done a decent job of doing this on the CW, but not quite good enough. And also, the problem with the CW is that they couldn't really utilize the characters that were in the DC universe. So frankly, I mean, the problem with the CW universe comes down to one thing, is that they weren't really using the main, most popular characters that everybody wants to see from the DC universe. Sure, they had Superman, but Superman came in very late. They started with The Flash and Supergirl and Green Arrow, and these are not the high-level A-list characters. Like, the way you get hype around an extended universe, a DC extended universe, on television, is you start with a Batman show, and you start off with a bang like that. But they're so trepidatious to do that and use those characters that it handicaps them in that sense.
Well, it's weird because I don't think we can really say that anymore because, like, in terms of not using the legendary characters on the CW, because Superman and Lois has their own show, for God's sake. Like, they are, and they're killing it. Like, I think, and that's beautiful because with those big tier characters, you need a show like Superman and Lois. If they were to bring in Batman, you would need a show. Well, we're getting Gotham PD on HBO Max, so we could really be getting a Batman show. Just not. I don't even know if Batman is going to be in it. They didn't say he wasn't. So.
Probably not, because they're just so weird about using him. You know. I mean, I can't say they won't, but to me, it just seems kind of unlikely.
What about the Peacemaker show? He's getting one.
True.
And even though, like, you know, they're bringing back a vigilante, not the one I'm referring to is the Cowboy, but the one that they want to bring back is the one from Arrow, the shooter Punisher guy.
Well, but here's my thing with the Peacemaker show. Am I opposed to it? No. Will I watch it? Yes. But, like, it's just frustrating to me because I could list you 20 shows. And in fact, I could list 100 DC comic shows I would rather see than Peacemaker. Like, Peacemaker, there was no person who was like, you know what, we really need a Peacemaker television show. Like, we're sitting here now, we haven't had a Bat Family show. We haven't had, let's talk about Batman alone. We haven't had a Batgirl show. We haven't had Nightwing. We haven't had a Robin show. We haven't had a Harley Quinn or Joker show. We have animated Harley Quinn show, but not live action.
I would have lost my effing mind if we had gotten a live action Harley Quinn show with Margot Robbie.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. But it's like, why the fuck are we doing a Peacemaker show? Hello?
No.
We haven't done any of these. Huh?
I meant lose my mind in a bad way. Like, we were getting over.
But here's the thing. Even if you're saying that at least you would understand, because a lot of people love Harley Quinn as a character. Who is asking for a Peacemaker TV show? It's just rubbing salt in the wound, in my opinion, to like, we're sitting here waiting for all of these movies they announced in 2015 that haven't been made. We're waiting on more TV show announcements that they're teasing and whatever that we're not getting. And we're here and they're like, oh yeah, you want a Batman show? You want a Batgirl show? A Nightwing show? A Robin show? Again, Justice League live action show? We could go down the list of dozens and dozens. A Joker show, a Super Boy show. I mean, anything you could think of.
Well, it seems there's this big lack of communication, right? Like,
true.
They know exactly what we want when it comes to animation, because we're getting Cape Crusader, right? We didn't ask for it, but hey, Bruce Timm's making it, and it's a Batman show. What more can you want? Okay, and animation is good. It's the live action stuff that's really bothersome, because they seem to be going in one direction with their movies, but it's a whole other thing. Like, even the ones in the main DCEU supposedly like that Birds of Prey movie ain't really connected to Suicide Squad like that. So, but trying to reel it back to the ones that need, some shine, you can really make the argument that, what was it? Superman and Wonder Woman and Batman and them, they're getting so many revamp. Like I just seen a comment of someone saying Superman and Lewis appears to be in their own universe. Bro, so that means we're getting that's like if that's true, then Superman has tons of universes that people can watch from. Tons.
Right.
So
no, that's a good point. Motley Crew King, thank you for the $2, man. He said, Yo Slick, can't wait for the new Gotham Knights game. Totally agree. Thanks for joining, dude. And if you missed the beginning part, we did talk about Gotham Knights more, so it'll be up as a VOD. If you want to hear us talk more about it.
I think everyone wants us to talk more about the games. The poll's going up on the games.
I'm happy to do that. Always down to talk about the games. And then number 2 is movies, it looks like. So I put out a poll, as everybody can see in the chat, I'm pretty sure. What are you most looking forward to seeing at DC FanDome? 65% of, so about 2/3 of you guys said games. A little under 1/3 of you said movies. And then a very small percent said comics and TV shows. TV shows is interesting because, we have some animated shows coming perhaps with this J.J. Abrams show, Batman animated show.
Ooh.
I don't know, like that's going to be a big thing. That's going to be a really big deal.
They really need to give us some news on that. Is this really going to be a new DCAU, bro? Will we get, because look, and also, is this show connected to the funny Superman show? I don't think it is because it seems like it's different animation. But if it is, that's really interesting because it looks like, from what I can tell, the artwork on the K Crusader is like a Ben Affleck type of Batman, an older Batman, a weathered Batman. Superman looks like a kid, like a college-aged kid.
Greg said later on the poll will be revealed as the Joker.
I'm fucking weak.
Oh man, Greg, that's hilarious. That was good. Dude, they always got to fit in the Joker somewhere, huh? Dude,
We'll
Tricks. I bet
Joker
they're gonna fit in Tricks and Greg. I bet they're gonna fit in the Joker somewhere in there, dude. Guarantee. And Gotham Knights, they're gonna do it, and they're gonna fit Batman in there too. Batman's gonna be in it too.
Y'all been saying that for long. So what? We're missing Batman and what? Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and Gotham Knights?
He's going to be in one of them.
Think so? Which one does he have a more high chance of being in, do you think?
Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Batman's going to be fundamental to like the twist of the game. Whether it is Talon, whether it is like he's being kept in the little fucking things that are hanging from the ceiling, the little cages,
oh my god, I just had
the coffin things,
bro.
huh?
I'll tell you what be a twist, right?
Okay.
Everyone's expecting Bruce Wayne to be Talon, right?
Yeah.
What if they have you make, because there's supposed to be morality choices in the game, if I'm not mistaken, right?
In Gotham Knights?
Yeah.
Maybe. It's not confirmed.
Well, if there is, then peep this. What if you have to have the choice to kill Batman because he's like completely brainwashed to serve the Court of Owls?
Dude, that would be sick.
And then you clearly, because they're making a big point of moving on from Batman in this Gotham Knights game to focus, to give more shine on other characters. What more way to do that than to kill Batman himself as the final villain? The final villain. Yeah.
Dude, I completely agree with you. That would be completely badass. That would be amazing. I think they should incorporate choices more. That's why I was really excited to see this upcoming talking about Marvel again, but with the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy game. Dude, I love the choice component of it. Basically, what it looks like is it looks like a Telltale game with way better graphics and gameplay. And I'm here for it, dude. Like, absolutely. That's awesome. Because the Telltale Guardians game was shit, dude. Piece of shit.
I was about to tell you if that felt like a slight dig at the actual Telltale Telltale Guardians game.
Did you play it? I didn't. I didn't play it past
Uh,
episode 2.
I actually enjoyed it because, bro, the story reeled me in where you get to go after this device that gets to bring back any one of those people's loved ones. I actually made it to the end, and I was able to pick who I wanted to bring back. And you know who I brought back? Drax's daughter. It was a good game, bro.
You liked it?
I like the storytelling. Yeah,
Great. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I definitely don't want
yeah,
to shit on something you enjoyed, but the thing that's interesting about that game is that basically they wrote it as like a really comedic, funny game,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
because of their success with The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us, the executives decided to make the Guardians of the Galaxy like to remove a lot of the jokes, so they had to rewrite the entire show to have fewer jokes and to be more serious in nature.
Oh my God.
So that was something that happened behind the scenes on that game. That was interesting.
Huh.
Yeah, crazy stuff,
Oh my God. Speaking of characters needing more shine, isn't there supposed to be a Booster Gold movie?
dude. There better be.
So much
I don't
stuff.
know though. I really don't.
So many. Also, oh yeah, ask the chat who is getting killed off in the Suicide Squad. Who's getting their head blown off? Let's hear it.
Hmm. So who are our options? Let me pull up the full
Peacemaker.
cast. Oh, you're talking about the movie or the game?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
dude, the
in the
movie,
game.
like half of them are gonna die in the movie.
All right. Well, shit. Because this just got a whole lot interesting now. Because I was totally talking about the movie. But if you think they're gonna actually kill off them in the game, that to me insinuates characters that will be replaced. And if that's the case, dude, if we get Bronze Tiger and Deathstroke as Suicide Squad playable Suicide Squad members, sign me up.
Well, dude, here's the
Either
problem:
subscribe,
is
donate, or get the fuck
there's
out.
no way that they're not going to kill off those characters, because think about it, in the first Suicide Squad film, where they had less than half of the characters and they still killed off a bunch of them, right? Like they're gonna have to whittle the character pool down. I bet a bunch of them are gonna die in the first like 10 minutes of their mission being deployed. Wouldn't surprise me.
So the thing about the first movie is they really only killed off one, and then the other sacrificed himself. Most of the squad is actually alive. If you
But
go
the
back and
squad is
watch
way
that movie.
smaller. It's 6 people as opposed to, in this film, it's almost 20.
That's exactly what I was getting to, because you have a much bigger roster of not even D list. These are like FG list villains, bro.
G-list villains?
Oh my God, these people are
Fucking
not gonna make
randos,
it
dude.
to Yeah, like I don't see Ratcatcher 2. The fuck? I don't
Dude,
see Polka
Ratcatcher's
Dot
kind of
Man.
sick, though.
I mean, yeah, but she's more than likely gonna die. Like I don't see them keeping her around.
Same with
Um,
Polka Dot Man.
yeah, the only one that has a decent chance of living, Captain Boomerang, Harley,
Deadshot.
and uh, what's my boy? Oh, yeah, King Shark.
And Deadshot.
You keep saying that Bloodsport, bro.
Yeah, but he's like playing Deadshot, so he's embodying
Yeah.
the Deadshot look, so.
I mean, does that mask scream Deadshot to you? Because to me, it screams Alien Predator.
That's fair. That's fair.
You
Cisco
know,
with the $5 dono. A Deathstroke game that's a cross of Arkham, Hitman, Metal Gear Solid, and a tad bit of Wildlands free roam would be good, I think. Cisco, I completely agree with you.
dude, no, that's what they should have made, bro. Fuck Gotham Knights. We should have had a Deathstroke family game.
That would be sick. But here's the thing. I actually disagree with you, because we, in the Arkham series, we got to see so little of the Bat Family that my biggest critique of them is that we need to see more of the Bat Family, and that's what they're giving to me. So I'm not going to complain about that. And besides, if
true.
they made a Deathstroke game, he would just be in a tank the whole time. Ba-doom, psh.
Think so, huh?
That wasn't funny, but that's okay. Yes, they'd put him in a tank, just like his Arkham Knight boss fight, and I think that they would fuck it up, and it wouldn't go well. So yeah, I would much rather see a video game with Batgirl and Nightwing than Slade and his daughter, which is a cool story. I mean, I love their rebirth run in the comic. It was okay in the first couple of issues, and then it got better. But anyway, no, I'd love to see it. So, but hey, Cisco, thank you for the $5, man. Greatly appreciate the super chat. Super chats are always appreciated but never expected. If you'd like to send in your super chat and have your question answered in depth by us on the stream, you can just click the little $ in the bottom right of the chat and send yours in, and Dan and I are here to take your questions. What's up, Sonny Boy? How's it going, man? Yeah, Motley Crew King just put in the date, October 16th, 2021. That means we are just about 3 months away from DC FanDome, and I am hyped.
Dude. What do you think they're going to start off with first? Comics, TV shows, movies, or game?
Probably like they're either going to start or end with the Batman. Like their biggest thing that they have to unveil is the new Batman solo film. So they're either going to start or end with it. Probably end. So that would mean that they would probably start with video games, honestly. But I'm interested to see how they do it this time, because the last time it was obviously in one day, and you had this like virtual little world you could walk through and shit. And they had a really cool setup. I think they're going to evolve that process even more, and make it really fun. There were some things that weren't as cool. Like they had a bunch of like stupid shit with the fan art and stuff. It wasn't stupid. Like, it's cool, but I don't know. Like, there were some things that just didn't need to be in there. That that sort of thing.
Do you think they're gonna be like more?
Here's how they should do it.
Interactive.
Well, this would make it less interactive. My idea. They need to do it as like a showcase. So they need to do like how like PlayStation and shit. They have their conferences. Yeah. Like, imagine if we just had like a 2-hour press conference, and they just ran through everything, and then it's like, okay, in the press conference they drop Gotham Knights gameplay, but it's like 5 minutes of gameplay, and then you can go into the Gotham Knights little world on their like app thing, and then you can read more and watch more like the full gameplay. So basically the panel, the press conference is like a high level overview of everything they're showing, and then you can take a deeper dive into that in the individual worlds.
Make it 10 minutes and we'll call it even, because I can't be shortchanged with little to no gameplay. I need more.
But what I'm saying is that they would have like a 20-minute gameplay demo, but they would just use only 5 minutes of it in the showcase, and the showcase is just like a little highlight of everything, like a quick little blurb of everything, and then you can watch the full 20-minute gameplay, and like after the show's over, sort of thing.
Okay. Slick Mob knows something. Yeah.
I mean, that's not what they're doing, but that's what I'd like them to do.
No. Oh my God, yes. Did someone say a Flash game? Please.
That would be baller, dude. That would be so fun.
The weird thing is, bro, so we actually got to remember, these people tried to make these games. They just never got off the freaking ground. Like, we were supposed to get Flash and Green Lantern, but Aquaman too, if I'm not mistaken, but they just never couldn't get past that development stage.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I think that they are, I think they're making progress though, and I really do feel that DC FanDome is going to be an amazing event. I'm going to be live streaming the whole day. Going to be doing a marathon stream. I'm going to be rotating in a bunch of guests. We're going to have a huge production over here for that. So be sure to stay tuned for that.
But please have me back on for that.
Oh yeah, I'll have you back on. We'll do a pre-show Roman. It'll probably be like a 14-hour stream, just like straight streaming all day.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, bro. I gotta call this out. So M Enterprises says Injustice 3 would be cool. And then someone else says Sony Bull says we ain't getting a DC versus Marvel game. Here's the thing. My hype for the Injustice franchise went from yes sir to
wait, your passion has dropped for why?
Because, bro, Injustice 2 left a really sour taste in my mouth. Like, I did, mm-mm. It just wasn't sufficient for me. Like,
In
the
terms of the
only
story
way,
or what?
yeah, I'm not rocking with the story and the direction. I mean, I
Mm,
chose Batman, so when it ended with Superman going back in the thing, it's like, bro, Superman done killed all the heroes. Like, there's no story left to be told there. So the only real, unless you go back to the crappy Injustice universe, there are no more stories to be told. But if they were to actually make an actual factual Injustice style like game, not set in that universe, but with the DC folk, like much like Injustice One, if they made a game like in the beginning of Injustice One, that would be pretty dope. Or if they actually do make this Marvel versus DC game Injustice 3, that's the only way I see the messed up DC universe going forward in that realm. But yeah, no. Injustice 3 needs to be Marvel versus DC or bust.
damn. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't fully agree with you, but I respect your opinion on that. And I would not be opposed to Marvel versus DC. That would be sick, dude. Like that would be so fun. I'm 100%
Right?
in for
Like
100% in.
tell me, folk, because we already had a comic book, so why wouldn't that concept work for video games?
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
Mortal Kombat, baby.
And it's so
Yeah.
perfect for NetherRealm, like with the type of games they make, it is just perfect.
Tell me about it.
It'd be so fun, like to play
Someone,
against my friends who like love the MCU, and everybody knows I'm a DC guy, so like I would just play DC characters all the time. They'd always play Marvel, you know.
that's the
That would be
dude. And
so
then
fun.
Marvel versus DC game would settle who is better, or DC. That game would settle that whole thing right there. Just fight it out as your favorite characters, literally, and
Well,
see
I
who
mean, it
wins.
wouldn't settle it, but yeah, people could try to.
There you go. There you
Exactly,
go.
Taladia, dude. I'd be playing against Evan daily, wiping the floor with him playing Spidey. I would be demolishing him with Batman, bro. Oh my
I would be
god.
putting
I've got DC on the line. I got a rep for my team, bro. Like
Dude,
shit.
I would be putting foot in ass with Martian Manhunter and Deadpool. Like, are you
Martian Manhunter,
kidding
you'd
me?
be like teleporting behind him using that OP ability from the
There you
first
go,
one.
my man.
I'd be
That's
playing
right.
as Batgirl, like jumping out of the sky and using that cringe move every time, just spamming it.
And,
Beating.
and her little shocky.
Oh yeah, your shocky things, yeah, dude. Hey, I wanted to comment on what Tyler Richards said. Prediction: Gotham Knights released date April 2022. I don't want to underestimate the
Wait,
validity of
what did he
that.
say?
Tyler Richards
What did
said
he
his
say?
prediction for the Gotham Knights release date is April 2022. The reason I pinned that comment is because think about it like this: March 2022 is when the Batman is coming out. WB loves pinning game releases with their films, right?
Right.
So they might even aim for March. They might even try to drop Gotham Knights when hype around Batman as a property is super high, and release the game and the film in March.
The way I see it, fuck all y'all. We going to get it January 1st. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that would be nice, but it's not happening.
Hey man, you gotta be ambitious, bro. You gotta have dreams. But you're probably right. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, no, you're not probably right. You're actually right. It's never gonna happen. So
I
March.
mean, it's gonna be March or April at the very earliest, but
Oh yeah.
probably summer. Probably summer. But it would be.
Don't do that.
I
I don't
know,
want to
but
waste the summer. Oh,
I know because that means we're a year away, dude. Like that would be so bad.
big, and we was supposed to get it this year, man. Damn it.
I know. Savage,
See,
dude. Savage.
that- you're like frosting my flakes right now. Stop it.
Prayers. Yeah, that'd be tough. That would be tough.
I need sleep, but I don't want to leave, dude. Yeah, people are having fun here, bro.
Absolutely.
This
Thank
is a
everybody for
very
joining. This has been great.
oh yeah, I'm having a blast, man. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, totally. Yeah, what's your Insta and YouTube again? Just so everybody
Follow
can
me.
subscribe.
Here what I'm gonna do. I can do that in the chat. Follow me on my Instagram, everybody. It's in the chat now. At D Lynch 46. Independent filmmaker with a grind wave with no end in sight is my thing, my theme. You know, feel me? At D Lynch 46 is my IG, and the Snap Crew. Matter of fact, I'll just put that in here too. It's not the link, but if you really just look up these words, the Snap Crew, you will find my face with my beautiful smile and my boys. Well, it's really just me up there now, but that's neither here nor there. You will find three of us up there on the Snap Crew if you look it up. And yeah, man, talk all things pop culture and life in general. And yeah, show up with us, rock with us. We go live every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You feel me?
So it's just you now?
Yeah, bro. So like, one of my, it was the three of us because we named our name the Snap Crew after Thanos' snap. But the what there was another filmmaker up there, and the other guy was a writer. So the filmmaker was he was insane, so we got rid of him, and then it was just me and the writer.
How
Yeah,
did you
no,
know
like,
this guy? Like, did you just randomly meet him and decide to do a
no,
podcast
dude,
with him, or you've been friends with him for a while?
we were all in different parts of the world. We were all watching another podcast show together. Like, do you know the Echo Base Network show?
No.
Okay, well, they go live. They're actually live right now. They go live every Saturday night, and They mainly talk about like Star Wars, but yeah, me, him, and the guys. We didn't really talk to each other, but we would always tune in on their shows, and then when they would let us up, like they would have nights where they let their guests pop in, and we would, that's how we met. And then one night, Rogue, well, one of them was like, "Hey man, you should start your own podcast," because the the filmmaker would always have good insights whenever he talks. And then I just jumped in and said, "We all should do it," and lo and behold, we did it, and we had some great shows, bro. Like folk were coming in, and it was great. And then yeah, his spirit just wasn't in the right place, so he had to go. And then the writer, his thing was he had a hospital thing. Like I don't know what happened to him, but no one's heard from him since. So I don't even know if he's alive. So it's really just me holding it down. And yeah, and also it doesn't help that YouTube shut off our notifications. So yep, trying to shine a light on us, man. I'm surviving off of thin freaking air here. I was this close to actually stopping the show, but I kept going because before I'd had a solo dolo YouTube channel where it was just Dan the Man, but now you know I stopped because the grind was just too hard. But with this podcast show we did, I feel like I got a second chance, meeting more people, and but since it's just basically back to me again, I had hit a point where it's like, dang, I don't know if I'm going to continue this, but I made the choice to keep going, so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep the channel alive right now.
Great. So you're just going to be doing it weekly,
Yeah,
solo. Is your plan to add more hosts to it?
exactly. For now, that's the main thing. Just getting because we have been having guests up there, so we would love to have you on up there, bro, and chop it up with you some more. Yeah.
Yes, sir. We will do that.
Yeah, bro.
All right. Well, I think this is a good ending point for today. The pinned comment is Daniel's YouTube, so go check that out. The Snap Crew.
Oh,
It is pinned
you
there.
found it.
Yeah. Pop Afro, one of my mods, one of my wonderful, amazing mods, put it in the chat, so I pinned that. And so everybody go subscribe, hit him up there, and if you enjoyed him on the show, I thought we had a lot of fun. This is great. Thank you for coming on. Guys, I just released a Superman video that is really doing very well. I think it might blow up, honestly, because it's like the highest performing video I've had in months to start. It got like 1.6 thousand views in like 45 minutes, so it's gonna probably go up. But go check that out.
Everyone is invited, but Frogman. He's an asshole. Weird story, but okay. This guy.
Wrecked Frogman. Yikes.
You feel me? You have no sympathy.
Yikes.
Where do you get off at?
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Dan, thanks for joining me, man. Had a great time. And yeah, like I said, guys, go check out my Superman video. Subscribe to the Snap Crew. Link pinned as the top comment here. And we'll be back here soon with more videos on this channel. I'm on the road to 100K. Please gas me up. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Ring the notification bell. Come in and boost my videos when I release. We're on the grind at 100K. So we out here.
Yeah,
Support
man.
us.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in
Absolutely.
tonight.